We hit Greenville, South Carolina for a rock concert and a celeb golf tournament to raise money for homeless kids.
Then we show you how to make the greatest burger French style.
And a Jetsetter reveal. The secret ingredient in the classic Terita Margarita will leave you cheering.
And then we show you the airport lounge you want to get stuck in.
Buckle up. Undercover Jetsetter is taking off. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Welcome to the show. We have, got to swallow first before I talk. We have a jam-packed show for you, full of drinks, food, and places to go.
So, the first place we're going to take you is Greenville, South Carolina. And not only is it's a city that's got a ton of different things to do, there are a lot of great places to eat, but they have a rock and roll golf event that raises money for, get this, for homeless kids. And it is incredible, and we're going to take you there to that.
Greenville, South Carolina is a gem of a city for your eyes.
Your ears.
Your heart.
And your palate. It is a hidden treasure, but it won't be hidden for long.
In fact, we've just been recently named one of the South's best cities on the rise. We have a lot of influx of international industry, from BMW being located just off the cusp of Greenville and Greer. We have Michelin, who's also here from France. And our mayor back in the 70s, Max Heller, was actually an immigrant from Europe who said, let's create a city that feels like Europe and has a really great community sense.
There is so much to do, as we will show you in this charming boomtown that takes on so many personalities.
So if you walk down our streets, you'll see wonderful lights lighting up all of our trees. You'll see lots of outdoor dining, and it really does give a sense of Europe. But we've got Southern hospitality along with more metropolitan amenities, and it's just a great place to live.
Annie knows. Her father moved the family here 30 years ago from Michigan.
Now she's a part of Greenville's vibrant personality. We met her at a celebrity charity event that is legendary and is also a reflection of Greenville's heart and soul.
It's called Rocking on the Runway, a combination of music and golf with rock stars from a number of rock's legendary bands like Chicago, The Romantics, Starship, and the Marshall Tucker Band.
Damon Johnson is a guitarist-singer famous for his time with Alice Cooper, Thin Lizzy, and Brother Kane. But tonight, he was riffing on a tune by the band Chicago.
The minute we hit that first note and those people give it back to us, it's like a drug, John. It just is, man. It's like a drug. And it just takes me all the way back to junior high school when I played in the talent show with my buddies in my very first garage band. I'm sure
one of the attending celebs was actor Burton Gilliam.
I knew what to expect. I knew everybody was going to go crazy for them. But they went above and beyond what I expected. It was so good. It went, and when they finished their set, it was supposed to be at 2 hours. They said, do y'all want us to go a little while longer? They did another hour. And if they had said that again, you want us to go another hour? Those guys would have been right there. They'd have been ready to do it, man. Oh, it was everybody on both sides, the performers and all the people who were watching. Everybody had a great time.
Celebs like Burton, Damon, and even you were there, and on the golf course to raise money for Pendleton Place, a nonprofit that helps kids who are homeless, neglected, and abused, which is run by Annie.
So Pendleton Place's mission is to help children and families who are going through crisis through intervention, prevention, and assessment. So what I've been telling people is that we've been really working on changing childhoods, fortifying families, and restoring resiliency of children, youth, and families affected by foster care, homelessness, poverty, and trauma.
Once, 1,500, now 1,600.
The Rocking on the Runway event shows off the high-powered side of Greenville, but also its care and concern for the community. You see it everywhere.
Greenville, its residents, and its businesses embrace the upcoming generations. The iconic Main Street on one of the days we were here was closed down for a science and technology fair for kids.
Now, the Main Street area connects to the river and some beautiful waterfalls that provide some great views and relaxing moments.
And don't forget the food. There are so many great spots to walk to and enjoy a few dishes and drinks.
Now, first we stopped at Bonjour on Main for some French feel with these bacon-wrapped sea scallops done to perfection, along with a Caesar salad.
Our drink selection came with some of that Greenville hospitality, as our fellow restaurant goer, Brianna Allen, found out.
Now, she is a travel agent and a current U.S. service member who requested something special from the bar.
And she received something special thanks to Bonjour bartender, Ricardo.
He made it just for me. This is my personal request for myself. I wanted a drink that reflected me, that was beautiful, tasty, and pretty.
So it's called the Zesty Spring. So what it is a little bit of citron grapefruit with a little bit of citron, a little bit of blue curacao, splash of simple syrup, a little bit of lemon juice. You shake it, pour it into a tulip glass, and then just pour a little bit of fresh Pellegrino on top, and it gives it like that nice little spring, Florida, summer vibe, welcoming. Very light, sweet, bubbly too for you.
What's cool, you made it on the rum, didn't you?
Yeah, just kind of, she said she wanted something zazzy, very alcoholic-y, very pretty, and that's kind of what I led her to. So, kind of pleased people. Pretty people get pretty drinks, is what I like to say.
The warm feelings continued at Murasaki, a local sushi joint with an extensive menu.
We got the lobster roll that had fresh cut lobster on top of a roll of cucumber, avocado, and tobiko, a fish roe. You cannot eat just one.
Now, the Murasaki staff suggested the lychee martini with Kettle One, lychee liqueur, and soda water. Superb.
They also suggested the red geisha with Hauku Japanese vodka muddled with ginger, strawberry liqueur, lime juice, and simple syrup. You can't go wrong with either of these.
Now, if you need some Southern elegance and a beef protein boost, then you have to hit Hall's Chop House. Our waiter, Nick Sousa, gave us a live menu performance.
33 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 days lets the cuts achieve a bold, robust, earthy, nutty flavor. And of course, the grass-fed steaks are going to be those leaner and cleaner cuts. Now, onto the board. Up first is going to be my personal favorite, the bone-in fillet. It's a 14-ounce cut, including the bone. The marbleization around the bone is going to make it very flavorful, very tender. It's a very rare cut.
We decided on filet, but Nick insisted we get a small portion of Wagyu beef, and he was right.
To complement both cuts, we had their Southern special, fried green tomatoes.
For our libation, we stayed in the South with Bill's Bramble, a great cocktail with 1792 bourbon, maple syrup, lemon, blackberries, all shook up and then garnished with mint. Perfect.
Okay, let's get some rest now. We chose the Hyatt Regency with easy access to all that walking on Main Street.
But if you're still hungry, you can hit the Roost right in the Hyatt.
We had the Black Angus burger with cheddar cheese, which was fabulous.
To go with it, we had the Peach Mule, which was vodka, peach bitters, and ginger beer, a perfect combo.
Then we had the pork carnitas tacos, loaded with taste.
To complement that, we had the spicy pineapple margarita, made with house-made pepper tequila that had a perfect but subtle bite.
Now, the Roost is perfect if you just want to come down and get a great glass of wine and watch a game.
The Hyatt and most of Greenville is dog-friendly, so bring your poochie with you.
Just let them know the mice are not real.
They are part of a Main Street scavenger hunt that you should find out about.
Just another of the many adventures in Greenville. And again, the Rockin' on the Runway is a great charity event to attend. You can attend. All you have to do is go and check out the website that is there, and hopefully we'll see you there.
That'd be great. All right, and coming up next, we have a way to make your burgers indoors.
For
a refreshing and extremely healthy drink to go with everything, try this one.
It is called A1C, and it's conceivably the healthiest drink ever made.
A1C is the first scientifically designed diabetic drink in the history of the world, and we love it.
And it's just not for people with diabetes, although it is great for that. Anyone can enjoy the wonderful health benefits and delicious flavor.
Go to a1cdrinks.com to try it and use coupon code JETSETTER1 for a 5% discount.
Cheers, Jetsetters.
We are in Cozumel, Mexico.
You may have noticed, but the majority of Undercover Jetsetter is shot on the iPhone.
So that means you can create your own TV show.
You may want to have great vacation videos.
Well, we've made it easier for you with our book. It's called The TV Studio in Your Hand.
It's a quick read, and you can get it here.
So bring us along for your next vacation video or your new TV show.
All right, you're going to remember these burgers because not only do they look spectacular, but oh my gosh, they taste incredible.
Oh my God, that's right. They are moist and juicy. And guess what? You're making them indoors. So it doesn't matter if it's winter, spring, summer, or fall. You can make these inside anytime. Winter is coming, but that's no reason to give up a good burger.
That's right. We've got a flavorful and juicy way to make your burgers inside.
So you can still enjoy a tasty burger that's dripping with succulent juices even in the winter months.
Why? Because we gave this burger a French onion soup Jetsetter hack.
It produces a burger that is still moist and loaded with flavors, even though it's made indoors.
Here's what you do.
Heat a deep-sided skillet over medium-high heat.
Season the burger with pepper and salt.
Add enough beef broth that will cover the burger, about 2 cups, and bring to a simmer.
Stir in 1 teaspoon of herbes de Provence.
Add 1 onion that's been roughly chopped and cook down until they are fragrant and soft and translucent, about 20 minutes.
Add the burger and nestle it into the poaching liquid.
Cook the burger on one side until it's no longer pink, about 5 minutes, then flip.
Cook a few minutes more on the other side. Burgers should be around 140 degrees for medium rare.
Top the burger with a handful of grated Gruyere or other Swiss cheese.
Cover the pan for a minute to melt the cheese.
Then toast a brioche bun and spread it with butter or mayonnaise or even a garlic aioli. We went decadent with our black truffle butter.
Put the burger with cheese onto the bun and top with a few more spoonfuls of the onion mixture.
Now take a bite into this juicy, tender, and luscious burger.
And stay cozy and warm, making it indoors.
These French onion burgers pair nicely with a Syrah or a Merlot.
Bon appetit, Jetsetters!
Okay, so you guys have to try these burgers and let us know what you think. Put it in the comments and share what you discover, even if you discover some new stuff. We'd love to hear it.
Now, those are famous burgers, but we have a famous margarita that's coming up, and we're going to tell you the secret ingredient that nobody else knows.
Undercover Jetsetter is booming.
We are looking for partners to attract consumers interested in travel, food, mixology, wine, restaurants, and golf.
Your business and expertise will be profiled on our shows and online segments that will provide you with valuable marketing tools which you can use on your sites.
And your business will also gain exposure to our Undercover Jetsetter global reach of over 120 million across all of our platforms.
Drop us a line here and let's partner up together. Okay, now this was something that you created, and it's become a classic in the Undercover Jetsetter world.
Yeah, and this I started back in the late 1980s, and I did it because of my wife, because she liked margaritas, but she wanted something a little different. So, well, let's just show you the whole story and how it happened.
It's the best margarita I've ever had.
So good. Awesome.
They are raving about the Terita.
This is a group of Hall of Fame cheerleaders from Fairland High School in Ohio who were coached by your wife, Terry.
And this isn't the only time she's inspired and cajoled some high-flying antics.
She inspired the cocktail that you created and the cheerleaders are cheering about, called the Terita.
And right here, for the first time, Undercover Jetsetter is about to reveal the secret ingredient to this decades-long favorite.
A little history. Back in the 1990s, Terry tested your bartending abilities to create an even better margarita.
And thanks to the secret ingredient, it has stood the test of time, as I'm invited to celebrity bartending events that demand the Terita.
And the behind-the-scenes Hollywood story says you would not have lasted 4 years as the host of Real TV if it wasn't for the Terita.
And here's the proof. These are photos from the Real TV Season 1 wrap party where I made the drink, much to the pleasure of that great staff there.
So, without further ado, the time has come to reveal how to make the Terita and its secret ingredient.
Now, here are the ingredients to this very simple recipe that can be duplicated for big crowds and events.
Right here, we will show you how to do the Terita as a single serving, while also revealing the secret.
All right, first, get a glass filled with ice. Next, pour in 2 ounces of tequila. Now, we have chosen the Costco Añejo brand.
You can get any tequila, but in the Terita, white or blanco tequila does work if that's all you have, but we prefer the gold.
Next, add 1 ounce of triple sec or any orange liqueur. Gran Gala has a little brandy and is more expensive. Again, adjust to your taste.
And now, the secret ingredient. It is a 1 ounce shot of apricot brandy. This is usually something you will not find in a Mexican restaurant, which makes the Terita even more unique.
Next, add in 4 ounces of your favorite non-alcohol margarita mix. Add in a half squeeze of orange and a half squeeze of lime.
Then pour into a mixer and pour back into your glass. And let the good times begin.
Now, if you would like salt on the rim, go for it. We didn't hear because this is going to be a party drink. Salting may actually take some extra time.
What you will notice in tasting the Terita is an extra creaminess that you don't get from a typical margarita.
And that's what caught Terry's palate when I was testing it way back then. She liked the citrus, but she wanted it scaled back.
The Terita is inexpensive to make. Plus, you can mix it up into a big pitcher just by using the same proportions.
Now, this is why it works so well at a fundraiser or at a gathering of Hall of Famers.
Yeah, it was very good.
Very delicious. Cheers.
And again, if you want to make the Terita for yourself, all you have to do is go to Undercover Jetsetter/Mixology. The recipe is there. It's real simple too.
Now, coming up next, we have an airport lounge that you actually want to spend a lot of time in.
You can find Undercover Jetsetter on Wingding TV, a streaming channel, and so much more.
Like us, you can have your own show or channel to promote your business and reach more customers.
Because Wingding Media is also a social media and digital marketing giant.
Look what they've done for the Ultimate Long Drive Championships.
More than 1 million viewers with 30 licensed partnerships sold around the world.
So, check out wingding.tv to watch Undercover Jetsetter or to create something for your own business. Now, we both feel the exact same way about this airport lounge. You want to actually make your flight layover longer. So you can linger longer in this lounge. It's great. It's amazing. And we always do it.
And it's in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Charlotte Airport there. And it's with the American Express Centurion Lounge. And yeah, I try to spend a couple extra hours there if I have to.
It's no secret that the pandemic has caused upheaval in the airline and travel industry.
That's right. Like other industries, the airline industry is coping with a new normal due to the pandemic.
It requires some patience by jet-setters, but we have found a wonderful solution for you at some airports.
That's right. The American Express Centurion Lounges which are located in various airports around the U.S. and the world.
We have no sponsorship agreement with American Express, although you would think that we would.
Now, recently, I went from Palm Beach, Florida to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, when my flight was delayed by 3 hours.
Fortunately, we both are Platinum American Express cardholders, which gives us access to any Centurion lounge. You can relax and get caught up in between flights.
And the food is excellent. This day, they had the slow-roasted pork shoulder in citrus sauce. This was melt-in-your-mouth crazy.
You had the burnt scallion barbecue chicken breast. You said it made the chicken breast taste like tender, juicy, dark meat.
Oh, yeah. And the side dishes, well, they were spectacular, too. Whipped sweet potato with pecan crumble.
And how about this corn? It is sweet corn with curry butter and coriander. Quite an ingenious and luscious combo.
It certainly was. Plus, I tried this Italian Chardonnay, which was delicious. It was simple without the oak and butter.
And later, you went to this Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand.
That's right. It had that special herb taste. But, you know, it was the feel of the Centurion Lounge that was so appealing.
And while there is a lot of angst traveling these days, the Centurion Lounge is relaxing and an oasis, whether stopping by for time in between flights or even if there are snags in your travel plans.
You know, that's right. We've actually had a 6-hour delay for snow in the past, and this was a respite where we could relax, make calls, and work online.
If you're traveling a lot for business or pleasure, getting connected to a lounge like the Centurion is well worth it.
Okay, so check that lounge out. You've got to go to American Express, sign up, get a credit card if you don't already have one, check the details, make sure you get the right one that qualifies you for free entry into the membership lounge of Centurion. Plus, there's a ton of other lounges too, and it'll be well worth it. I mean, the wine list, the food, everything's great. They have signature cocktails. You won't regret it.
And by the way, we do not represent them or sponsor them, so we're not making money off it. We're telling you to go because that's what we do. And I've actually had a couple of really long layovers because of weather. Thank God it was there. Man, it was just wonderful.
Yeah. They have great places to see and everything like that. And it's just a good way to relax in between flights.
Absolutely. All right. And a good way to relax, too. Have a little bit of wine till you get the next Undercover Jetsetter show. Keep watching us. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
It's a smoking good time in Charlotte, North Carolina at Smoked.
We got the intel about Smoked, a new restaurant getting raves for its barbecue and smoked meats and its vast menu.
This looks wonderful. There's one more. I will try. If you are down here for 1 week and you want to try something different that you won't find anywhere else in the area, you got one shot at it because you're here for a week. You got to hit Smoked.
Sure, Chris is part of the management, but he is spot on.
Smoked is perfect for visitors coming to the Carolina coast between Wilmington and Myrtle Beach for a beach or a golf getaway.
And this is a great place for them to come and experience because it is not just a bunch of seafood from the fryer. It is not just a basic barbecue restaurant. We do things differently here, and we're really proud of how we do them.
So we took Jetsetters, Harold and Kathy Strunk, to get their analysis.
I think they're the best collards I've had.
No kidding. And it was like that all night.
Besides the collards, we had the corn ribs that were scrumptious.
Well, if you ever had Mexican street corn before, very similar. Ours has maybe a little more spice to it. It's also got sweetie peppers, which everybody's asking about now. They are real. They're called sweetie peppers. They're fantastic. But instead of having a whole ear of corn, we wanted to do a table-friendly and a more visually appealing appetizer as well.
For entrees, we think the smoked pork ribs are a must. Oh my God, it's just falling off.
And the taste matched the tenderness. We rated these ribs as one of the best.
And Chris knew it the first time smoked chef Vern Groves had him test it.
And he set a plate down in front of me. And he goes, I want you to eat these. And I want you to be honest. And the next thing you know, there are a bunch of bones on the plate. And he came back and he said, what do I need to do? And I said, don't change a thing. To me, they are the best ribs I've ever had. And it's all about how he smokes it, how he lets it cool, how he preps it. That's a Vern thing. There's a couple secrets back there in that kitchen. I don't want to get too deep into that.
But we did. After all, we are undercover jet-setters.
So we interrogated Chef Vern for ourselves to reveal his secret.
And it is all about the wood.
I mix the apple a little heavier with chicken and brisket, and I'm a little heavier on pecan and hickory when I do the brisket. So that fruit gives the chicken and the ribs a little sweeter flavor.
And he changes the formula, the concentration of those woods based on what he's smoking. But whatever he does with those ribs, whatever the formula is, whether it's 46% pecan or whatever, he's got it right.
We also extracted some more barbecue intel from Chris about the 6 sauces you can use with the ribs.
Let you know a little secret. If you take Kansas City honey and Texas hot and mix them together, I call it Big 12. You can call it what you want. It's not on the menu, but you know about it now. It is perfect.
So whip up the Big 12 and astonish your dinner friends.
Now, as great as the ribs are, we also savored the succulent brisket.
And there is so much more, including smoked chicken and salmon, that will bring you back again and again.
We cut Vern loose to make a menu that was what we envisioned and what we wanted. And he's done that and then some. You know, you can satisfy every taste bud out there with what he's come up with on that menu. We've got tacos, we've got all kinds of different seafood entrees. We've got you covered from A to Z.
Smoked is loaded with ales and lagers from some great breweries.
Need a cocktail? Smoked has that too.
You would be justified to try this cinnamon spice moonshine drink called Fire in the Hole.
And if you get that reference, let us know.
And if you're coming with a big crowd, let Smoke know ahead of time.
We do larger groups all the time. We've done wedding rehearsals. We've done wedding receptions. We've done birthday parties. We can do it all. Give us a call if you're not the typical, 4 to 8 people, and we'll be very honest and let you know, hey, this is how we can serve you best.
For most of you, it's first come, first serve. But Smoked has expansive seating in the restaurant, at the bar, and also outside along the Shallotte River.
Now, this is also a great spot to just relax and watch that big game with friends.
Here's their website, smokedshallotte.com.